October 13th, I mailed out letters to Lisa Jackson, Administrator of EPA, and to Pete Granis, who's the DEC Commissioner. These letters were developed under a consultation grant. I didn't get the actual money in hand, but it was a $1,000 worth grant to get consultation over the telephone. And we have requested a face-to-face meeting to discuss our concerns about the unsupervised beneficial use program. On October 20th, I testified before the Senate Standing Committee for Wetlands. We asked that the committee clarify the classification of the area along Berry Road in Pomfret, Portland area. Is it a wetland as it is classified? If so, has it been polluted? And if it has, please fine them, charge these people for polluting this, and if not, reclassify it as landfill, whichever way it goes. On October 22nd, Dr. Christina Jarvis invited us to participate in Fredonia Academic Community Engagement, FACE. We have begun a wonderful partnership there where we're hoping to attain a successful conclusion to our efforts. A couple things have happened so quickly, I'd like to add a few more to my prepared. On November 4th, I received this information, just so that you know it's moving and it's moving quickly and you should be paying attention before the end of the year. The Office of the Inspector General of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has opened an investigation into the agency's partnership with the coal industry to market coal ash and other combustion waste in consumer, agricultural, and industrial products. The EPA Office of the Inspector General report released in November 2nd of 2009 addresses why the agency did not release a 2002 analysis of the cancer risk from exposure to coal ash until this last March. The agency still has not released the 2005 sensitivity analysis, the one that I partook in, about the effects. Those results are still not out. Well, the report concluded that they could not find evidence of any effort to improperly suppress the release of scientific information. It did recommend a new probe of why EPA was promoting coal ash prior to determining whether these commercial applications were prudent or safe. They found that EPA began its formal partnership with the coal industry and the American Coal Ash Association to push commercial reuse during a period of 2003 to 2006. That's when this beneficial use program really got into full swing, in which the agency's scientific reviews of potential health and environmental effects had been suspended. So at that time, the EPA suspended any of their studies or drafts about the risks. This person feels that the EPA will say the coal ash is hazardous in a sludge pond after the Tennessee ash spill, but okay for your living room carpet, nursery wallboard, or kitchen countertop. So they really want to look at this. The industry of beneficial use, it beneficially reuses nearly half of the coal combustion waste created. Half of it, some 125 million tons each year in the U.S. In turns, the marketing earns them $11 to $13 billion every year for the industry. But industry derives even more economic benefit by avoiding the cost it would take to handle the combustion byproducts as a hazardous waste. That was on November 4th. On the 5th, I met with Senator Antoine Thompson. He is the New York State Chair of the Senate Committee for the Environment. I met with him about the wetlands and about our concerns over this beneficial use program. November 6th, I received a reply to my letter from the EPA. Thanking us for our letter of October 13th, Administrator Jackson of the Environmental Protection regarding the use of coal bottom ash as a traction agent on roads and for trail making. Specifically, you requested an immediate moratorium on the use of the ash until appropriate guidelines with an aggressive monitoring program are developed and implemented to ensure the safety of human health and the environment. They went on to tell me they're evaluating this issue as part of the rulemaking process, and they will carefully consider my comments, and they will be included in the docket for this rulemaking before the end of December. I called already. It's great news, but it's not enough. I don't want them to think that I prefer just keeping it the way it is and monitoring it. That's better than we have now, but I really feel this should be classified as hazardous waste. I have one more upcoming event on November 18th. I've been invited at 2 p.m. for a brief telephone discussion, teleconference again with coal ash and media experts to learn how we can organize to build support for the EPA rule that finally treats coal ash as a hazardous waste. We invite us to join with Earth Justice, the Environmental Integrity Project, the Sierra Club, and hundreds of other groups in discussing this. The polluters are pushing hard for EPA to avoid designating this as a hazardous waste. However, if it is hazardous, the designation means much stronger safeguards for communities surrounding hundreds of coal ponds and ashes. It keeps coming, and it's moving, and it's very exciting, but it's frightening. And it brings us up to today, November 11th. And Crop Plus wishes to thank the League of Women Voters, Jack Berkeley. A very special thank you to all our veterans and their families. And a very third thank you to all of you for joining us and continuing the fight. Please join Crop Plus. We have applications out there.
If people would like more information or would like to join the League of Women Voters, they can go to our website. They can also join Crop Plus via email at croppplus@gmail.com.